Bayreuther up the right side. Now it's Marchenko across the line. High slot at the puck roll off his backhand. Robbie Russo lost the handle, and Jiricek pounded a shot on. Out over his head. Now Jiricek will turn against the grain there and go up the left wall of his own zone. Able to protect that puck with that big frame. He's going to have to come back to Utica to complete that contest. So a bizarre situation. The Comets hoping to keep the lights on here tonight. Monsters, after a face-off in their own zone, deal with a Comet forecheck here, but slides it to Bayreuther, goes D-to-D off the end wall. As Jiricek's pass was blocked, came right back to him. Now the puck into the slot, in front of the Monsters net, done. And now it comes all the way back to the Cleveland end wall. Lifted out of the defensive end, stretch feet ahead. Kirill Marchenko on the backhand, upstairs, he scores! Spectacular for Kirill, it's 1-1. A first impression has been made, folks. Roll the puck, taken away by the Comets. This one will be lifted by Gertzen over the head, back to the end wall. Came to the right corner of the Monsters zone. Jiricek. This one taken away and then fired from the left circle in the power play. Tripping to the Comets and Graham Clark, and so Cleveland with a chance. And nice feed over to the right circle. Gauntz fires a one-timer, he scores! With back-to-back goals, takes a 2-1 lead. Graham Clark in Jansson's clutches as he steps across the Cleveland line. Great job to close off after that pass was made on the left wing. Play continued up ice and is now forced back to the Cleveland zone. No icing for Jiricek to pick this up behind his own net. Comets changing. Burns a pass ahead. Here's Richards. Richards partial breakaway, but catching up to him was LeBerge for the Comets. And now a penalty. Monsters down 3-2, looking to tie on the power play. Draw one back center point. Marchenko slides it. Jiricek, one-timer, and Schmidt the save. And the trapezoid leaves it for his defenseman Jiricek. With speed. Hits his blue line center red. Leaves it behind. Here's Bemstrom now striding through neutral ice. On the left wing, stashed back to Gauntz first, then Jiricek. Now Meyer, a shot went wide. Marchenko powers it around the kick plate, handled left point by Bemstrom, slips it to Meyer. Left corner, it's Gauntz, left half boards, Bemstrom, center point now. Right-handed shooter, Jiricek towards the net, saved by Schmidt, lost sight of the rebound. Gauntz poked at it, but it went into the corner. Brendan Gauntz now, base of the right circle. Pass back right point, it's Kirill Marchenko on his forehand. Strides into the right circle, behind his back. Jiricek bluffs the one-timer. Now Bemstrom sizzles one towards the net. That one was not tuned up on the cage and ends up in the corner. Back to Jiricek now with room. Center point, loads, wrister, knocked down in the slot. And able to converge upon it were the Comets. Into the corner, slides it back down to the blue line. Walsh, now Clark on his offhand, top of the left circle. Skates out towards the blue line. Out of the center blue, feeds Walsh on his offhand, top of the left circle. Walsh twists back, connects with Clark again. Bluffs the shot, back to Walsh. One-timer blocked by Jiricek. Brave to stand in, and that must have hit him right in the pants because he doesn't seem to be in too much pain. Comets, but Utica squirms out of their own end. In the offensive zone, it's Walsh. Right wing side, slugs one around the end boards. Hacked off the stick there of Foot. Utica still possesses as Jiricek over to contend with Foot there. Monsters get a nice clearance here from down deep in their defensive end. Left point for the Comets. They continue to possess in the offensive end. 40 seconds left on Utica's power play. Towards the front of the net. It was tipped to the top of the crease by Thompson. Ended up going wide. Now Russo slides it out. High slot. Nemitz back to Russo. His shot blocked. And it's Jiricek again with a nice shot denial there. And that time it stung him. You can tell he limps out to center. But here come the Comets again. No time to change for Jiricek, the rookie. Nice hit applied by David, right side. Slides the puck up. Justin Richards with it there. Nemitz over to close off on him, however. Now the puck batted on the offensive blue line by Thompson and played with a free hand by Nemitz, and that'll bring a faceoff out of the Cleveland zone. Nice job there off the draw. Jiricek laid out in a long poke check. Took one away from Jansson, then a shot from the right point. Tipped, courtesy of Walsh originally, of the net of Akira Schmidt. Back slugged across, right point, toe drag, and a nice release from Jiricek, and that one able to be stymied by Schmidt, the Utica netminder. A great burst there, accelerating past the defenseman, but nice job to hang in there, and a well-timed poke check. Turning back inside his own line, Walsh, a no-look pass. It was a perfect tape-to-tape feed. The only problem, it was to Jiricek. He fires a shot from the high slot, and that blockered away by Schmidt. Right Corner defensive zone for Cleveland. Jiricek, the right side for Meyer, who was circling and neutralized. Puck back in behind Greaves. And a dangerous pass in front of an empty net there for Jiricek. No harm done. Monsters into the O-zone. Offhand entry. Gauntz fires off the rush, and Schmid challenges to make the save. Puck, though, Monsters still possessed. Right point, Jiricek. Quick release. Tipped on its way, but wide right. So happy you're along for the ride here as the Monsters hit the road for the first time in the 22-23 season. But to center again. Bjork back to the top of his own circles for David Jiricek. Long pass there off shin pads into the left corner of the Cleveland zone. Leans against the wall. Now it's out to the right point for Shimon Nemitz. Second overall pick finds Pino towards the net. It rattled around in front of Greaves, but Jet with a good push out of the blue paint covers it. It's lifted. Out to center by Hutchinson. Foot race here. Laying out to make a great defensive play was Jiricek as he hustled to sweep it off the stick of Dugan, and the Comet fans want a penalty that they simply won't get. Fired around the end boards in the offensive zone. The puck high in the air as it was deflected off the stick of both Gauntz and then Foot for the Comets. Held in left point, Jiricek, strong play, high slot, it's Bemstrom, and it's taken away. Up ice, Tice Thompson tried to make a play towards the empty net, a pass rather than a shot, it was broken up. But now Cleveland guilty of icing.